This is my favorite. I like the way I look.
I like this. Your wall looks amazing in this one.
The wall.
Yeah.
Ultra Sheen paint that steals your spotlight. Royale Glitz with Ultra Sheen. Luxury with Teflon.
दुबे का घर क्या कमाल लग रहा है।
महंगा पेंट लगा है।
नए हेडफोन्स देख रहे हो?
ब्रांडेड घड़ी, ब्रांडेड जूते, जैकेट सब देख रहे हैं। बोल रहे हैं दाल में पक्का कुछ काला है।
नहीं यार, ये पेंट ही बजट वाला है। एस स्पार्क जो पेंटिंग से बचा है वही शौक में लगा है।
एशियन पेंट्स एस स्पार्क, बजट में फिट, शौक की नो लिमिट।
It is a color, it is a texture, it is an element. It is precious, but omnipresent throughout history. A symbol of trade, a representation of power, but also an instrument of healing. It is among the softest of its ilk, moldable into many forms, with applications from jewelry design to green technology. Dynamically influencing so many aspects of our lives. The qualities of silver are a manifestation of much that is aspirational, hopeful, futuristic, and, contradictorily perhaps, antiquity. We invite you to embrace Asian Paint's Color of the Year, Silver Escapade.
गायब। गोवा गायब।
Recording in progress.
गोवा गायब।
प्लास्टिक गायब करो।
गो 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 गायब।
नो गायब। आण दो।
अरे प्लास्टिक से प्रोटेक्शन नहीं, लैमिनेशन वाला अल्टीमा प्रोटेक्ट एक्सटीरियर पेंट। बारिश धूप और धूल को आण दो।
तुम झाड़ दो।
रणबीर, यही स्पीड से सीखते रहे ना तो बन चुकी तुम्हारी बैडमिंटन की फिल्म।
बस क्या सिंधु?
अरे आज तो हवा भी नहीं चल रही थी। आज क्या एक्सक्यूज है?
अरे आज एक्सक्यूज नहीं यार, आई वाज डिस्ट्रैक्टेड। सिंधु रियली यार, मजाक नहीं कर रहा। देख कितनी सीलन है तेरे इस दीवार में, कैसे कंसंट्रेट करता मैं बता।
वाटरप्रूफिंग इज नॉट इजी रणबीर।
हेलो, हाइड्रोलॉक के बारे में नहीं सुना?
हाइड्रोलॉक?
हाँ, वाटरप्रूफिंग का चैंपियन है एशियन पेंट्स का हाइड्रोलॉक। ये बिना तोड़ फोड़ के सीलन रिपेयर करता है और सालों साल चलता है।
ये एशियन पेंट्स वाले बैडमिंटन भी सिखाते हैं क्या?
बस क्या सिंधु, एशियन पेंट्स का हाइड्रोलॉक, बिना तोड़ फोड़ वाला वाटरप्रूफिंग।
ये घर मेरा है। उस फोटो में प्यार छुपा है। इस दीवार पे छुप के धूप रहती है।
पूरी दुनिया उस शेल्फ पे है। इस खिड़की से पूरी दुनिया दिखती है। इस चाय के कप में मिट्टी की सौंधी खुशबू है। ये चाय का कप मेरी आदत है। सोफे का ये कोना मेरा ठिकाना है। इस ठिकाने में कुछ नए दोस्त और ढेर सारी यादें हैं।
ये दीवार अधूरी रह गई है।
इस अधूरेपन की भी एक कहानी है।
उस आईने में सब दिखता है। ये घर मेरा आईना है। ये घर मेरा है।
कहते हैं चीजों से बसते हैं घर, यहां तो सिर्फ मेरा दिल रहता है।
You're watching me on Asian Paints, where the heart is.
Welcome to my house. Come.
I like this kind of contextual architecture. So I find one mudra that have involving two hands and I connect them together.
Colors play such an important role. I think if you see the two walls next to each other, it breaks the monotony of this whole lane.
N06A डाल दूंगा जहाँ तक मैंने कन्नगी को ऑब्जर्व किया है, कन्नगी एक सेंटर में है, देन इसके आसपास पूरा सिटी है.
I think there's a vibrancy here that I haven't seen anywhere else in India.
I hope the neighbors like our artwork.
Many habitants there are relocated from the tsunami issue that happened since like last decade. These people, they have lost everything, they come to a new place, and the most important is to find yourself, then you can recreate something.
So I hope it does just inspire them to pick up that brush and just go wild with it and make this a museum, the biggest street museum that could exist. Kannagi Nagar was a very, very different experience for me because I've not been to a place like this.
They are happy. They enjoy to see like some colors coming on the old facade that was looking a bit odd at the beginning.
They've been very, very involved in this whole process.
The people are so excited to see what's going to happen, so you feel excited as well.
And I'm sure in like 2-3 years it will be a total changement in the full conception of the Kannagi Nagar place.
उस्ताद मेरे उस्ताद ये तुमसे है फरियाद लीकेज का कुछ तो करो दामन पे लग गया दाग दामन पे लग गया दाग आका मेरे आका मेरा पलटा यूं पासा छत पे केमिकल वाटर प्रूफिंग तो कराई थी पर किस्मत ने दिया झांसा किस्मत ने दिया झांसा उस्ताद मेरे उस्ताद इस साल भी है वही हाल शरबत ने मिला दिया चूना देखो इस छत की मजाल देखो इस छत की मजाल केमिकल वाटर प्रूफिंग में फिर से पैसा डूबा बना इज्जत का भालूदा बना इज्जत का भालूदा आका मेरे आका नजरें हमसे मिलाओ इस छत को भूल जाओ छत पे एशियन पेंट्स का डैम प्रूफ लगाया लीकेज को हमने सबक सिखाया वाह उस्ताद उस्ताद ने नहीं डैम प्रूफ ने दी है मात डैम प्रूफ ने दी है मात बार बार केमिकल वाटर प्रूफिंग नहीं एक बार एशियन पेंट्स का डैम प्रूफ लगाओ 80504 80504 कॉल करो
This is my favorite. I like the way I look.
I like this. Your wall looks amazing in this one.
The wall.
Yeah.
Ultra Sheen paint that steals your spotlight. Royale Glitz with Ultra Sheen. Luxury with Teflon.
दुबे का घर क्या कमाल लग रहा है।
महंगा पेंट लगाया है।
नए हेडफोन्स देख रहे हो?
ब्रांडेड घड़ी, ब्रांडेड जूते, जैकेट सब देख रहे हैं। बोल रहे हैं दाल में पक्का कुछ काला है।
नहीं यार, ये पेंट ही बजट वाला है। एस स्पार्क जो पेंटिंग से बचा है वही शौक में लगा है।
एशियन पेंट्स एस स्पार्क बजट में फिट शौक की नो लिमिट।
It is a color, it is a texture, it is an element. It is precious, but omnipresent throughout history. A symbol of trade, a representation of power, but also an instrument of healing. It is among the softest of its ilk, moldable into many forms, with applications from jewelry design to green technology. dynamically influencing so many aspects of our lives. The qualities of silver are a manifestation of much that is aspirational, hopeful, futuristic, and, contradictorily perhaps, antiquity. We invite you to embrace Asian Paint's Color of the Year, Silver Escapade.
गायब। गोद गायब। गोद गायब।
प्लास्टिक गायब करो।
Go 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 गायब।
नो गायब। आण दो।
अरे प्लास्टिक से प्रोटेक्शन नहीं, लैमिनेशन वाला अल्टीमा प्रोटेक्ट एक्सटीरियर पेंट। बारिश धूप और धूल को आण दो।
तुम झाड़ दो।
रणबीर, यही स्पीड से सीखते रहे ना तो बन चुकी तुम्हारी बैडमिंटन की फिल्म।
बस क्या सिंधु?
अरे आज तो हवा भी नहीं चल रही थी। आज क्या एक्सक्यूज है?
अरे आज एक्सक्यूज नहीं यार, आई वाज डिस्ट्रैक्टेड। सिंधु रियली यार, मजाक नहीं कर रहा। देख कितनी सीलन है तेरे इस दीवार पे, कैसे कंसंट्रेट करता मैं बता।
वाटरप्रूफिंग इज नॉट इजी रणबीर।
हेलो, हाइड्रोलॉक के बारे में नहीं सुना?
हाइड्रोलॉक?
हाँ, वाटरप्रूफिंग का चैंपियन है एशियन पेंट्स का हाइड्रोलॉक। ये बिना तोड़ फोड़ के सीलन रिपेयर करता है और सालों साल चलता है।
ये एशियन पेंट्स वाले बैडमिंटन भी सिखाते हैं क्या?
बस क्या सिंधु, एशियन पेंट्स का हाइड्रोलॉक, बिना तोड़ फोड़ वाला वाटरप्रूफिंग।
ये घर मेरा है। उस फोटो में प्यार छुपा है। इस दीवार पे छुप के धूप रहती है।
पूरी दुनिया उस शेल्फ पे है। इस खिड़की से पूरी दुनिया दिखती है। इस चाय के कप में मिट्टी की सौंधी खुशबू है। ये चाय का कप मेरी आदत है। सोफे का ये कोना मेरा ठिकाना है। इस ठिकाने में कुछ नए दोस्त और ढेर सारी यादें हैं।
ये दीवार अधूरी रह गई है।
इस अधूरेपन की भी एक कहानी है।
उस आईने में सब दिखता है। ये घर मेरा आईना है। ये घर मेरा है।
कहते हैं चीजों से बसते हैं घर, यहां तो सिर्फ मेरा दिल रहता है।
You're watching me on Asian Paints, where the heart is.
Welcome to my house. Come.
I like this kind of contextual architecture. So I find one mudra that have involving two hands and I connect them together.
Colors play such an important role. I think if you see the two walls next to each other, it breaks the monotony of this whole lane.
N06A डाल दूंगा जहाँ तक मैंने कन्नगी को ऑब्जर्व किया है, कन्नगी एक सेंटर में है, देन इसके आसपास पूरा सिटी है.
I think there's a vibrancy here that I haven't seen anywhere else in India.
I hope the neighbors like our artwork.
Many habitants there are relocated from the tsunami issue that happened since like last decade. These people, they have lost everything, they come to a new place, and the most important is to find yourself, then you can recreate something.
So I hope it does just inspire them to pick up that brush and just go wild with it and make this a museum, the biggest street museum that could exist. Kannagi Nagar was a very, very different experience for me because I've not been to a place like this.
They are happy, they enjoy to see like some colors coming on the old facade that was looking a bit odd at the beginning.
They've been very, very involved in this whole process.
The people are so excited to see what's going to happen, so you feel excited as well.
And I'm sure in like 2-3 years it will be a total changement in the full conception of the Kannagi Nagar place.
उस्ताद मेरे उस्ताद ये तुमसे है फरियाद लीकेज का कुछ तो करो दामन पे लग गया दाग दामन पे लग गया दाग आका मेरे आका मेरा पलटा यू पासा छत पे केमिकल वाटर प्रूफिंग तो कराई थी पर किस्मत ने दिया झांसा किस्मत ने दिया झांसा उस्ताद मेरे उस्ताद इस साल भी है वही हाल शरबत ने मिला दिया चूना देखो इस छत की मजाल देखो इस छत की मजाल केमिकल वाटर प्रूफिंग में फिर से पैसा डूबा बना इज्जत का भालूदा बना इज्जत का भालूदा आका मेरे आका नजरें हमसे मिलाओ इस छत को भूल जाओ छत पे एशियन पेंट्स का डैम प्रूफ लगाया लीकेज को हमने सबक सिखाया वाह उस्ताद उस्ताद ने नहीं डैम प्रूफ ने दी है मात डैम प्रूफ ने दी है मात बार बार केमिकल वाटर प्रूफिंग नहीं एक बार एशियन पेंट्स का डैम प्रूफ लगाओ 80504 80504 कॉल करो
This is my favorite. I like the way I look.
I like this. Your wall looks amazing in this one.
The wall.
Yeah.
Ultra Sheen paint that steals your spotlight. Royale Glitz with Ultra Sheen. Luxury with Teflon.
दुबे का घर क्या कमाल लग रहा है।
महंगा पेंट लगा है।
नए हेडफोन्स देख रहे हो?
ब्रांडेड घड़ी, ब्रांडेड जूते, जैकेट सब देख रहे हैं। बोल रहे हैं दाल में पक्का कुछ काला है।
नहीं यार, ये पेंट ही बजट वाला है। एस स्पार्क जो पेंटिंग से बचा है वही शौक में लगा है।
एशियन पेंट्स एस स्पार्क, बजट में फिट, शौक की नो लिमिट।
It is a color, it is a texture, it is an element. It is precious, but omnipresent throughout history. A symbol of trade, a representation of power, but also an instrument of healing. It is among the softest of its ilk, moldable into many forms, with applications from jewelry design to green technology. Dynamically influencing so many aspects of our lives. The qualities of silver are a manifestation of much that is aspirational, hopeful, futuristic, and, contradictorily perhaps, antiquity. We invite you to embrace Asian Paint's Color of the Year, Silver Escapade.
Namaskar, and a very warm welcome to all of you to the 77th Annual General Meeting of Asian Paints Limited. I am Deepak Satwalekar, Independent Director and Chairman of your company. I am joining this meeting from Mumbai. It is with pleasure that I am addressing all of you today. Dear members, this AGM is being conducted through video conference in accordance with the provisions of the Companies Act 2013, various circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and the Securities and Exchange Board of India. We have taken all efforts to enable the shareholders to participate through video conference and vote at the AGM in a seamless manner. Participation of members through video conference is being reckoned for the purpose of quorum under Section 103 of the Companies Act 2013 as per the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. The quorum being present, I call this meeting to order. Before we start the main proceedings of the meeting, I shall introduce my colleagues on the board who are attending this meeting through video conference. Let me start by introducing the Vice Chairman of your company, Mr. Manish Choksi. Mr. Manish Choksi is the Non-Executive Vice Chairman of your company and a member of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee and the Investment Committee. He is attending this meeting from Mumbai.
Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Amit Singhal. Mr. Amit Singhal is the Managing Director and CEO of your company and a member of the Corporate Social Responsibility Committee and the Investment Committee. He is attending this meeting from Mumbai. Next, I would like to introduce Mr. Ashwin Dani. Mr. Ashwin Dani is the Non-Executive Director of your company. He is attending this meeting from Mumbai. I would now be introducing Mrs. Vibha Paul Rishi. Mrs. Vibha Paul Rishi is an independent director of your company. She is the chairperson of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee and the Risk Management Committee, and a member of the Audit Committee and the Corporate Social Responsibility Committee. She is attending this meeting from Gurugram. Next is Mr. R. Seshasai. Mr. R. Seshasai is an independent director of your company. He is the chairman of the Investment Committee and a member of the Audit Committee and the Nomination and Remuneration Committee. He is attending this meeting from Chennai. I would now be introducing Mr. Suresh Narayanan. Mr. Suresh Narayanan is an independent director of your company. He is the chairman of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee and a member of the Investment Committee. He is attending the meeting from Gurugram. Next, I would be introducing Mrs. Pallavi Shroff. Mrs. Pallavi Shroff is an independent director of your company. She is a member of the Audit Committee and the Risk Management Committee. She is attending this meeting from New Delhi. Next is Mr. Milind Saravte. Mr. Milind Saravte is an independent director of your company. He is the chairman of the Audit Committee. Mr. Saravte is attending this meeting from Thane. Next, I would like to introduce Mr. Malav Dani. Mr. Malav Dani is the non-executive director of your company. He is the chairman of the Corporate Social Responsibility Committee and a member of the Investment Committee. He is attending the meeting from Mumbai. Next up is Mrs. Amrita Vakil. Ms. Amrita Vakil. Ms. Amrita Vakil is a non-executive director of your company. She is also a member of the Corporate Social Responsibility Committee and the Investment Committee. Ms. Amrita Vakil is attending this meeting from Mumbai. I would now be introducing Mr. Jigesh Choksi. Mr. Jigesh Choksi is a non-executive director of your company and a member of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee and the Risk Management Committee. He is attending this meeting from Mumbai. Lastly, Ms. Nehal Vakil. Ms. Nehal Vakil is a non-executive director of your company and a member of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee. She is attending this meeting from Mumbai. All the directors of the company are present at this meeting. We also have Mr. R.J. Jaimurugan, CFO and Company Secretary, joining the meeting through video conference from Mumbai. Mr. Rupen Bhatt, Partner, Deloitte Haskins & Sells LLP, Statutory Auditors. Mr. Rasesh Choksi, Partner, RA & Company, Cost Auditors. And Mr. Kulbhushan Rane, representative of Dr. K.R. Chandratre, Secretarial Auditors, have also joined the meeting. I now request Mr. Jaimurugan, CFO and Company Secretary, to provide general instructions to the members regarding participation in this meeting.
Good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you to the 77th Annual General Meeting of Asian Paints Limited. I request you to take note of the general instructions regarding participation and voting at this meeting. This meeting is being held through video conference in terms of the relevant circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and the Securities and Exchange Board of India. Your company has tied up with National Securities Depositories Limited to provide the facility for e-voting through remote e-voting, e-voting during the AGM, and participation in the AGM through video conference. Live streaming of this meeting is being webcast on NSDL's website. The register of directors and key managerial personnel and their shareholding, the register of contracts or arrangements in which directors are interested, and other relevant documents referred to in the AGM notice and the explanatory statement have been made available electronically for inspection by the members during the AGM upon login to NSDL e-voting system. As the AGM is being held through video conference, the facility for appointment of proxies by the members is not applicable. During the AGM, if any shareholder faces any technical issues, they may contact the helpline number mentioned in the notice of the AGM. We have received an overwhelming number of registration from shareholders intending to speak at the AGM, and depending on the availability of time, we shall endeavor to provide the shareholders with the opportunity to express their views or ask questions pertaining to the items set forth in the notice. It may be noted that your company reserves the right to limit the number of shareholders asking questions at the AGM. The moderator will facilitate this session once the chairman opens the floor for questions and answers. During the question and answer session, I will sequentially announce the names of the speaker shareholders, and the maximum time allowed to each speaker should be 2 minutes. Members are requested to refrain from repeating questions or observations already made by fellow speakers. For better experience, we would request the speaker shareholders to use earphones so they are clearly audible, verify the network connectivity, ensure Wi-Fi is not connected to any other devices, no other applications are running in the background, and there is proper lighting for good video experience. The speaker shareholders may choose to turn on their video before addressing the meeting. If any shareholder is unable to speak due to connectivity issues, I will ask the next speaker shareholder to address the meeting. Once the connectivity improves and if the time permits, the speaker shareholders may be called upon again to join only after the other speaker shareholders have completed their turn. The company is providing the facility to vote electronically on all the resolutions set forth in the AGM notice. The shareholders who have not cast their votes through remote e-voting and who are participating in the AGM will have an opportunity to vote during the AGM through e-voting system provided by NSDL. Thank you. I would now request Mr. Deepak Satwalekar, Chairman of the company, to address the shareholders.
Dear shareholders, the past year has seen significant challenges. While widespread concerns around COVID-19 were on the back burner, uncertainties and challenges persisted. The ongoing war in Europe and the persistent inflationary trend impacted economic activities across countries. The economic uncertainty was further heightened with the steep monetary policy rate hikes across advanced and emerging economies. Amid this unprecedented inflationary and dynamic demand environment, our management team continued to execute its business plans and made progress on driving sustainable growth. I feel proud to state that your company has reported yet another year of stellar performance, delivering on our promise of industry-beating growth. We launched new customer propositions and innovations across segments, which helped us to galvanize overall demand. We also implemented some calibrated and gradual price hikes, which helped us protect our margins and also support the overall demand sentiment. Towards the latter half of the year, we started seeing some softening in raw material prices. This, coupled with the work on cost efficiencies and formulations, ensured that we were able to drive a recovery in our profit margins in the second half of the year. At standalone level, your company reported growth of 19.8% in revenue from sale of products and services at rupees 29,953 crores. Despite the inflationary environment, the profit before exceptional items and tax increased by 29.2% to rupees 5,490 crores, and the profit after tax and exceptional items for the year increased by 30.8% to rupees 4,100 crores. At the consolidated level, the group achieved growth in revenue from sale of products and services of 18.8% at rupees 34,368 crores. The consolidated profit before exceptional items and tax grew by 33.3% to rupees 5,738 crores for the financial year. The net profit after tax for the group was higher by 36% at rupees 4,195 crores. Considering the financial performance for the year, the Board of Directors have recommended payment of rupees 21.25 per equity share as the final dividend for the year. This is in addition to the interim dividend of rupees 4.40 per equity share, which was paid in the month of November 2022. If approved, the total dividend for the financial year 2022-23 will be rupees 25.65 against rupees 19.15 per equity share paid for the previous financial year, an increase of about 34%. With this recommendation, dividend payout for the year will be at 60% as compared to 58.6% for the previous year. I would request all shareholders to approve the recommended final dividend for the financial year 2022-23. Moving ahead, I would like to take you through the business highlights of the last financial year. We delivered a robust double-digit volume and value growth in the decorative business. During the year, we took multiple steps to expand the market and also gain from the organized and unorganized segments through our distinct product and service offerings. Our focus on expanding the market and making inroads in the bottom of the pyramid segment resulted in strong growth in the economy range of products. Overall, our decorative business delivered a volume growth of 14% and a strong value growth of 20% for the year. We ended the year with a presence across 1.5 lakh retail touchpoints, widening our distribution network across smaller cities and towns. Focusing on our core mantra of providing customers with a hassle-free and reliable painting experience, our safe painting service and trusted contractor service gained further momentum. Addressing lakhs of customers with presence in over 600 towns, we are committed to elevating our service levels and further expanding the reach of these services. Our projects and institutional business maintained its high growth trajectory during the year. Demand was buoyant from the construction and the factory segments, boosted further by the increased government push on infrastructure. Innovation is the backbone of our company and the key to our sustained leadership position. We leveraged our technological edge and have made strategic investments to deliver superior, sustainable, and safer products. We launched 22 new products in the architectural paints, waterproofing, and adhesive segments. During the year, 10 patents were granted to your company, taking the overall count till date to 49 patents. For almost a decade, Asian Paints has collaborated with Start India Foundation to democratize art and transform urban landscapes in India. Our partnership continued to thrive this year as well. During the year, we embarked on one of our most formidable projects. We joined forces for the Mumbai Urban Art Festival, and you will see more of the wonderful work we accomplished together published in some of the pages of our annual report. Our evolution from share of surface to share of space has grown from strength to strength this year. We are moving well on our stated objective to make this business about 8 to 10% of our overall decorative business over the next 3 to 4 years. With its natural synergy with decorative paints business, this segment will make Asian Paints a key partner in our customers' decor life journey in creating beautiful homes. We offer a unique phygital experience to our customers in this segment that is both physical and digital. At the heart of this digital experience are inspirational content, engagement, and good design curation. These would enable us to build a new age home decor brand that is tasteful, approachable, and trustworthy. Our decor engine, www.beautifulhomes.com, underwent a refresh to become India's leading destination for home decor enthusiasts and design professionals for inspiration, design services, and products. Our network of beautiful home stores is now spread across 31 cities. We continue to expand our reach by providing best-in-class consumer experience through expert consultation, 3D visualization, endless customization, making it a true one-stop shop for decor. On the home decor front, we continue to augment our decor offerings, expanding into the newer categories and increasing the range of our offerings. Our offerings now include products in furniture, furnishing, lights, rugs, modular kitchens, bath solutions, wooden flooring and tiles, home automation, and UPVC windows. Through our White Teak Lighting brand, we added a host of new offerings, providing unmatched design and differentiation to the customers. We continued our focus and drive on establishing the Weather Seal UPVC Windows brand with more than 50 stores expansion across the country. These partnerships have grown and scaled up well over the year, benefiting from the integration with our Beautiful Homes stores and the Beautiful Homes Services network. Our performance in industrial coatings has been one of the best in the last decade, leveraging our partnership with PPG Industries, Inc. of USA. The automotive industrial coatings business benefited from the recovery in the automotive space and was also supported by the growth in the refinish segment. Our non-automotive industry coatings business grew exceptionally well crossing the 1,000 crore rupee mark, annual revenue mark. Both the businesses, automotive and non-automotive industrial coatings, also registered improvements in profit margins. Furthermore, we are expanding our technological capabilities and product offerings to address some key infrastructure project requirements. Against the backdrop of tough economic conditions across South Asia and Africa, our international business has delivered good profits for the year. Overall, the business grew in value terms and to a larger extent in constant currency terms, given the currency devaluation in many countries. All geographies grew except for South Asia due to the economic crisis in Sri Lanka and depleted demand conditions in Nepal and Indonesia, especially in the second half of the year. We have registered good gains in our premium and luxury product offerings and the project sales segment across the countries. Our foray into waterproofing and painting services will continue to fuel our performance in the international markets. We have always focused on intertwining our sustainability agenda into the company's business objectives. Through our commitment to clean energy, renewable energy is now over 62% of our electricity consumption at our manufacturing locations. One of our key achievements is becoming water positive, replenishing 3.8 times our fresh water consumption. Several of our factories were recognized and awarded for their environmental performance, be it on our initiatives on water or for our efforts under energy use. We also impacted and touched the lives of over 3.5 lakh people through our various health initiatives. Employee well-being is paramount to our commitment for sustainable operations and our promise of care. We actively engage in initiatives aimed at promoting positivity, wellness, and good health among employees and their families. Our people form the backbone of our organization and are our pride. We will continue to lay focus on their development, health, and well-being, thereby making the organization stronger. We consider our focus on ESG to be a key driver of long-term value creation for all our stakeholders. This year, we have established and published targets for ourselves through 2030 across all critical areas of ESG. We will annually report progress on these targets to update all stakeholders on our ongoing initiatives. During the year, we embarked upon certain key strategic steps to enable our next growth milestones. Our prioritized investments will differentiate and further enhance the Asian Paints brand saliency with our customers. We have commenced several initiatives laying out an investment plan of rupees 8,750 crores across multiple areas. These include capacity expansion, futuristic technology and product capabilities, and a host of other initiatives. We believe that all these investments will propel your company onto its next growth trajectory. As I look forward, I'm certain that this new year and the years ahead will present their own unique set of challenges. But I firmly believe that your company is well positioned strategically to continue being the partner of choice for our customers. Throughout your company's legacy, we have seen many changes and overcome several hurdles, treating every challenge as an opportunity to evolve. We have always emerged stronger, enhancing our brand saliency and pushing ourselves to stay relevant to the emerging customer needs. India is well poised to deliver strong and consistent economic growth, and its high correlation with the domestic paint industry will ensure that the industry will continue to grow well. The industry is seeing elevated interest from many new players, which highlights this strong growth potential for the industry. We believe that this offers enough opportunities for existing and emerging competition to coexist and thrive. Within the emerging landscape, as a leading company, we will continue to strive to build on our leadership strength, driving customer centricity to propel your company forward. I take this opportunity to thank my colleagues on the board for their wisdom, engagement, and support. I also want to appreciate all our stakeholders for their trust and confidence. We will continue to deliver as we always have, whilst bringing joy to people's lives. Moving on, the notice convening this AGM detailing the business as set out in items number 1 to 6 and the integrated annual report containing the audited standalone and consolidated financial statements for the financial year ended 31st March 2023, along with the board's and auditor's report and management discussion and analysis report have already been circulated through the permitted mode to you. And with your kind permission, I take them as read. As there are no qualifications, observations, or comments or other remarks in the statutory audit and secretarial audit reports, they are not required to be read. Dear members, in accordance with the provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and the rules issued thereunder, and Regulation 44 of the SEBI Listing Obligations and Disclosure Requirements Regulations 2015, the shareholders were provided with an opportunity to cast their vote through remote e-voting on the resolutions as set out in the notice convening this annual general meeting. The remote e-voting period commenced at 9 a.m. on Friday, 23rd June 2023, and the facility was available to the shareholders till 5 p.m. on Monday, 26 June 2023. Mr. Makarand Joshi, failing him, Ms. Kumudini Bale Rao, partners, Makarand M. Joshi and Company. Practicing company secretaries have been appointed as the scrutinizer for scrutiny of the votes cast through remote e-voting and e-voting during the AGM. Mr. Makarand Joshi has also joined the meeting. The voting results will be declared within 2 working days from the conclusion of this meeting. The results, along with the scrutinizer's report, will be available on the company's website and on the website of NSDL and the stock exchanges where the company's shares are listed. I would like to formally commence e-voting at the meeting for all those shareholders who have not cast their votes through the remote e-voting in respect of all the resolutions as set out in items number 1 to 6 of the notice convening this annual general meeting. Members can click on the Vote tab on the video conference screen to make use of this facility. The speaker shareholders may now ask questions pertaining to any item as set forth in the notice. Members are requested to keep their questions brief and specific. To avoid repetition, the answers to all the questions will be provided towards the end. Members may also note that the company reserves the right to limit the number of members asking questions depending on the availability of time.
Yeah. Now I invite Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta, speaker shareholders, to speak, please.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. We are able to hear you.
Yeah. Good morning, respected chairman. Okay. Hello. Good morning, respected chairman, board of directors, fellow shareholders. My name is Manoj Gupta. I have joined this meeting from my residence, Kolkata. So I am very happy to see you. You are our chairman. Because earlier we had met you in SDFC. Now we are meeting you in Asian Paints. And we believe that you will run this company like as a SDFC. And you will take the company in new heights under your leadership. Because you have done a wonderful job in SDFC to return to the small investors like me. So you will think about that like that in Asian Paints also, how to return to the employees and the investors. And sir, I thanks to our MD and CEO for the excellent result of the company for good return to the investors and dividend. And I thanks to the company secretary and his team for excellent job to help the small investors to join the meeting through VC, especially Swati and Sahil. They have also kept in touch with the investors after sending the registration request. They always help us from last 4 years. This is the 4th AGM through VC. So they always help the small investors to join the meeting. And sir, I thanks to you for new products launch. Sir, क्या product आप market में छोड़ेंगे? एशियन पेंट्स जो है ना घर सजाने से लेके और घर का पूरा जो है ना किचन, बेडरूम और सब और बिस्तर को सजाने का पूरा सामान बनाने लगा. अब क्या बिजनेस बचा ये बता दीजिए सर. क्योंकि अभी रिसेंटली यू हैव लॉन्च्ड द लिनेन and linen fabric is very good sir, excellent, and they are competing with the Ramed and Welspun. So your linen जो fabric है ना sir, very excellent in the market, and there is a big demand of Mafatla Asian Paints linen, and try to launch in a big manner of your linen in big malls like Spencer, Reliance, Smart Bazaar, because they are captured by the Welspun. So you should try to tie up with the big hypermarkets to sell their linen in that market. And sir, when you will revert to the shareholders, when our shares will be double, because bonus share is overdue. Now I will not suggest you to issue the bonus share. You consider to issue the bonus debenture at 8% annum for 3 years redemption. Try to consider the bonus debenture. And what's your future plan? Have you any plan to come in Northeast with a greenfield project? Northeast is growing, and think about to bring some more investment in. And sir, your regional festivals, you are doing a lot of good job for the regional festival like in Bengal Durga Puja and Tamil Nadu Pongal. So think about more increase about your It will help you for your advertisement also for Asian Paints. Now, when people will go to a dealer, he will ask, why are you going to buy the Duco Deluxe? Why are you not purchasing the Asian Paint? So you think about to inspire the people to launch new products in the festival time, reasonable festival time. And CSR, your CSR work is very excellent. And I'm very happy to see Mr. R. Sesai and Mr. S. Nayanan in our board. They are the leader in their field, because Mr. Sesai has lead the Soka Leland and IndusInd Bank, and Mr. Nayan is leading the Nestle India in the country. Both have a vast experience, and I have attended several AGM in their chairmanship. They are very investor friendly. So I thanks to you that you had kept 3 lady director in our board. When the government is failure to give the 33% reservation to women, but you had given the 33% reservation to the women in your board. That shows you are increasing the women empowerment in your board. And sir, think about to reward to the shareholders. And I strongly support to all the resolutions. And I thanks to our company secretary and his team. Is once again to Sahil and Swati for their excellent job. Thank you, sir.
I now request Mr. Aravind Vaikar to speak, please.
Mr. Vaikar, we request you to please unmute yourself and start speaking. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Arvind Vaikar. I am calling from Ahmedabad. At the outset, I would like to thank the Asian Management and Secretariat Department for giving me this opportunity of speaking. In addition, I also want to thank you for sending me a colorful, beautiful, integrated annual report with fantastic results. After studying, I find that the sales and profit of financial year 2023 and also of the last quarter Q4 of 2023 is highest so far. Even your reserves are at the peak. I congratulate the entire management and the staff and all the shareholders for Asian Paints this performance. I also find that your borrowings have increased, possibly for capacity expansion and backward integration. Can you please elaborate on your expansion or backward integration plan, and how much benefit in terms of sales turnover and profit can be envisaged because of this? Please answer to me this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, I invite Mr. Sharad Kumar Jivraj Shah.
Mr. Shah, we request you to please unmute your mic and start speaking. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. And first thing, what I wanted to, before going to the annual report view, what is my experience with the secretarial staff of the Asian Paint? All staff is very cooperative, gives very good service. But in addition to that, what I found, there are number of staff, but at the same time they have got good coordination. Because my experience with other companies, all companies, most of the companies give good service to the shareholders, but between the staff, there is no coordination. If the coordination is not there, then shareholders slightly suffer. That's the only point I wanted to tell you. Another thing, sir, I have already sent my email, and only one point which I have not mentioned is that what is happened to Bhandup plant, that is not there in the whole annual report. If you can highlight that I will be very happy, sir. And when I was referring to your annual report, sir, our debit is increased this particular year, equity debit ratio. So what first speaker suggested as debenture, bond or something like that, bonus, I don't in favor of that. I am only in favor of that because the market price of share is good. Company has got debit equity which is higher. We should definitely go for a right issue. That is my and this will make a shareholder also happy, company also happy, because in like Indian Hotel, who has come out with the right issue, their debit equity ratio became better, and now they are very comfortable, sir. And now I go to next point, sir. It is like, I'm very happy that this first time I came the talk in HUL meeting, and what, because it is only, so what I remember, our earning per share is just equal to Hindustan Lever, and Hindustan Lever speciality is their dividend is always equal to earning per share. And my company is now around 75 years old. Why not to look for in the same angle? And because retaining money is not necessary, because your name is so big that anytime you can raise the money. And why I am telling you about dividend? Because this particular year, the market price has fallen down. Market cap has fallen down. As a shareholder, I am not really bothered what is the share price of the company. I'm always bothered that what I get from the company, and my all points when I speak, all are related to the interest of the shareholder. So look from that angle, sir. Another thing what I observe in balance sheet, sir, we invest in what is called the mutual fund, bonds, fixed deposit, and equity also. And what is this time has happened? This time happened that our return on equity is really good, 21%. What I felt immediately that why not to stop business and go only into equity investment. But here what we feel that if equities are, and it looks like that you have got good experience how to invest in equity. So I personally feel that experience should be utilized to the maximum extent so that people can get benefit of it. And sir, you talked about 62% renewable energy. I do agree with that, but when I was referring to page number 342, saying page number 267 and 432, what was my observation is that we are putting 400 kW PNG generator in place of diesel generator. Then our philosophy to go to renewable is get defeated. So principally, once we decided to go for renewable, we should see that every now and then we should not go from diesel to PNG or anything else, but only go to the renewable. And that is what I felt that we should be clear in our ideas of having renewable. And why we should go to renewable? It is not because government is saying. If renewable is profitable to us, definitely we should go for that. And another thing what I observe, sir, is in our balance sheet, you talk more about impairment, you talk about exceptionalities. There are number of pages you spend on that. And what I found that we have in consolidated, we have got impairment and which is shown under exceptional item. And if you see the description, you define exceptional item, exception and impairment is different. So I'm not very clear. If you can guide me on that respect, I will be very happy, sir. And now, when I was looking to your highlights, you talk about growth and margin. And what I observed, the growth has been reduced this year. The margin also reduced. But really, if you just see, the Asian Paints is definitely doing well. But because when I looked into the previous year, there was no growth, no margin. If by chance this year my growth and margin is lower, it doesn't matter. And I am not understood how I can relate growth with margin. That is very important, sir. If you can relate or coordinate between the growth and the margin, and that will be happy, sir. And what can I observe? This particular annual report is absolutely excellent. But in it, what I observed earlier annual report, where we are saying how a shareholder becomes rich, how his wealth is increased, and it was explained in a very nice way, and it was very much convincing. So such good things to repeat in the new annual report or coming annual report, which I found in page number 222 is missing. So I think good things should continue, should be printed again and again, so that people get the idea how company is doing. Another thing what I observed is page number 318. The shares are in the name of Abhay Arvind Vakil, late Avani. So why these shares are not transferred to his relatives or not? That is not very clear, sir. So if you can clarify that, I will be very happy. But rest of the, I'm really happy with the Asian Paints, because I was holding some 306 shares, and what earlier to that I don't know. But once you are split, the shares remains 3060, and I am really not interested to increase the number of shares by bonus or anything. But definitely, I am interested to have a right issue, and because of the right issue, shareholders also get. And now earlier, before 220, if right issues are there, I have to apply and because it was not listed in the stock market. Now from 2020, right issues are also listed in the stock market. So you can purchase right issue or you can sell the issue and make money. That's the good. And basically, I don't sell my original shares anytime. So whatever right or something like that comes, only that point I start doing some trading. Otherwise, no. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to speak. And really, I appreciate all your secretary and department for good cooperation. Sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Next, I invite Mr. Yusuf Yunus Rangwala. Mr. Rangwala, if you wish, you can.
आपको मेरा आवाज आ रहा है? गुड मॉर्निंग चेयरमैन सर, आपको मेरा आवाज आ रहा है सर?
यस सर.
गुड मॉर्निंग डायनेमिक चेयरमैन, आपको आवाज आ रहा है साहब मेरा?
यस सर, we are able to hear you. We are able to hear you.
डायनेमिक चेयरमैन, मेरा वीडियो के लिए माफी चाहता हूँ, मेरे वीडियो में प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है तो इसके लिए मैं वीडियो नहीं चालू कर रहा हूँ. मैं डायरेक्ट इससे बात करूंगा मैडम, मैं माफी चाहता हूँ सर, क्योंकि आज इतना मीटिंग है, क्योंकि आज प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. तो आपको फर्स्ट तो आपको साहिल सर, अपना साहिल सर और मैडम, अपना कंपनी सेक्रेटरी, उनकी जितनी तारीफ करो इतना कम है. We are very hard working, sir. This is 77 annual general meeting. Many years past, you have not declared a bonus, sir. Where was the last bonus given? Many years past, sir. Sir, we are not celebrated 75th year. Sir, my humble request. Sir, I come on directly on point. 168 page. 168 page पे अपना winning. FIICI product turnover for the year. So this is a first award. Second award, Asian Paint recording our brand, power brand. So these are two awards on one page, 168. So this shows how our companies are growing. So now I'll come directly on point number 1. Sir, waterproof. उसका brand ambassador रणदीप सिंह है sir. We are having a 1 kg which is at 350 and we are having a 20 kg. Sir, मेरा इतना जानना था ये जो पेन लगाने का कैसा लगाने का sir, how is it proceed? Sir, if you can give a knowledge sir, how to put this product, because I am having it मेरे नेटिव प्लेस सिद्धपुर में टेरेस प्लेट है सर, वो मैं जानना चाहता हूँ उसका यूज करने का प्रोसेस क्या है सर. अपना जो वर्ल्ड रैंकिंग है सर, एट प्रेजेंट वी आर द वर्ल्ड नंबर 1. इतना अपना हार्ड वर्किंग चेयरमैन सर और आपकी टीम सर, अपना उनकी कंपनी सेक्रेटरी जो हार्ड वर्किंग, very particular to our shareholder. There are many ample of meeting. सलोनी अरोना, सलोनी मैडम को जितना धन्यवाद दो उतना कम है मैडम सर. उनकी हार्ड वर्किंग के लिए मैं बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ. आज बहुत मीटिंग है सर, सब मीटिंग छोड़ दिया मैंने. आपका बैलेंस शीट अराउंड 462 पेजेस का 4.
Hello. Mr. Rangwala, can you hear us?
We are facing some technical problems from Mr. Rangwala's residence. We will please move ahead to our next speaker shareholder.
Yeah. Next, I invite Mr.
रिमेंबर हमें आपको दीजिए सर, तो हमें रिमेंबर के सर मैं आपको हाथ जोड़ के विनती करता हूँ, क्योंकि 75 इयर्स हुआ, बहुत कभी नहीं आता सर, अभी 25 साल के बाद आएगा। इस 75 इयर्स के लिए सर ऐसा हमें कुछ दीजिए, तो हमें आपको रिमेंबर करना चाहिए कि वी आर अ शेयर होल्डर एशियन पेंट। दिस इज माय हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट सर यू, नथिंग मोर टू हेड। हो सके तो फैक्ट्री विजिट कराइए और अपने चेयरमैन साहब के बारे में क्या कहना सर, फूलों की खुशबू महकते रहे, हर आने वाले सब रिजोल्यूशन में मेरा फुल सपोर्ट है। और अपने साहिल सर और अपने कंपनी सेक्रेटरी को मैं बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, जय हिंद सर, नथिंग मोर टू इट सर। सब मेरे तरफ से फुल सपोर्ट है सर आपको, एशियन पेंट वाले को सर, और मैंने सब फेवर में वोट किया है सर। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर। आई एम वन मोर, आई विल थैंक आवर सलोनी मैडम एंड आवर साहिल सर। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर। आई एम नॉट स्टार्टिंग माय वीडियो सर, उसके लिए सर माफी चाहता हूँ सर। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर। आपको मेरा आवाज आया, धन्यवाद साहब। May God bless you, sir.
Thank you, thank you. Next, I invite Mr. Sailesh Mahadevia. Yes, sir. You can proceed.
We request you to please unmute your mic, sir.
I have done so. Respected chairman, distinguished directors, and members of the company, including the members of the management team. Sir, let me congratulate our company for excellent result, which is our way of life in any case. Year after year, we are giving excellent result, and these results are well reflected in our integrated report, which also includes vital information on BR and SR and corporate governance, etc., etc. Sir, I also appreciate the chairman's speech. He has given briefly the working of the company and what we are looking forward in the years to come. Sir, I also would like to appreciate the services of the secretarial department, which has made it possible to connect the management on one side and the shareholders on the other. Sir, with this, first, I would like to appreciate the services of Mr. Dani, whose resolution is there today for his reappointment, and in view of the age, a special resolution is also being passed. Sir, let me tell you that Mr. Dani has served the company as one of the promoters of the company for years to come. He is enjoying very good health, and we find him in award distribution programs on TV, etc., etc., and age should not be a bar on such a man. Sir, then I would like to put some questions with a view to increase my understanding and appreciation. And before that, I would like to appreciate two more things in the report. There are many, but these two. For example, we are enjoying now ESG rating from MSCI, and our rating is A leader. And sir, other thing is that we are depending on technology. Not only that, we are making progress on that count, and we are enjoying as many as 49 patents. These two things I thought was important. In many other things are there. But now my questions. Sir, my first question is that we are now increasing our work in the automobile sector, and now EV cars will be coming up. Sir, what I would like to know is whether EV cars require a different paint compared with the traditional cars which are being used. This is in particular the fact that ethanol percentage in petrol is also being increased up to 20%. And there may be other reasons for having a different paint. Sir, my next question is that the BR and SR report has been prepared on standalone basis. Sir, that report should be prepared on consolidated basis. Then only we will get a complete idea about the working of the company in a brief report. Sir, then we are enjoying a number of patents. What I would like to know is whether these are product patents or they are process patents, because it is important to learn the things by which we are enjoying. Sir, my next question is regarding, and what also Chairman emphasized, that we are also moving from share in surface to share in space. Sir, what I would like to know is, what is the percentage which we are enjoying as far as our work on space area of our activities is concerned, and how we are planning to expand it in the times to come. Sir, I would also like to understand that new large paint companies are coming up, such as Maruti, JSW Steel, Grasim Industries, and to some extent Pidilite also. All these are giant companies. In what way are we likely to be affected as a result of introduction and perhaps program in the times to come? Sir, then I would also like to understand that in all our decorative things, our businesses other than paints, I hope you are taking every step in avoiding plastics. From long-term point of view, it is necessary, and I would like to understand what particular step is being taken by the company. Sir, the other thing which I wanted to know, that the petroleum prices have gone down considerably, and therefore, are we substituting petrol in place of other oils like our castor oil or castor seed oil and other things, and how it is likely to benefit as far as our cost structure is concerned? Sir, with this, I wish our organization every success in all our efforts, which has become a way of life. And sir, this year, you have put all shareholders also on alert by keeping their videos on, even though they may not be speaking. Well, anyway, this is a new idea, and I appreciate, so that the shareholders may also remain alert as they are being seen by the participants, particularly the directors. Namaste to all of you.
Thank you, sir. I now request Mr. Aspi Besania to speak, please.
Sir, can you see me and hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I'm Aspi from Bombay. So at the outset, I would like to know why no physical AGM when other companies are having physical AGMs. So next year, even if the government extends the date for virtual meetings, please hold a physical AGM. So you should have an app for AGM where we can enter our own without any host letting us in. Because sometimes it takes a long time for the host to allow us entry. And sir, during the year, competition is increasing. Is it possible to acquire a company to eliminate competition? Sir, during the year, 1.48 crore unclaimed dividend was transferred to IEPF. This is shareholders' right, and you should not just quietly transfer it to IEPF. Please give a target of reducing the unpaid dividend by 10% every year to the share department. If the share department doesn't achieve its target, no increment for the year. So at the moment, RTA and company secretaries keep on sending reminders, and thereafter nothing happens. So again, 2.58 lakh shares have been transferred to IEPF. That again is too much. Please try to reduce that also. So as suggested by Yusuf Rangwala, you should teach the shareholders how to paint. So thank you very much and all the best for the future.
Thank you. I now invite Mr. Bharat Shah and Ms. Sumita Shah to speak.
माननीय चेयरमैन श्री, माननीय चेयरमैन श्री, सर आवाज आ रही है ना मेरी?
Yes, sir. Yes, please speak.
माननीय चेयरमैन श्री और एमडी श्री और अन्य मान्यवर डायरेक्टर, सर मेरा नाम भरत शाह। सर मैं बरसों से इश्यू टाइम से आपका शेयर होल्डर रहा हूँ सर, बरसों से एजीएम अटेंड करता हूँ सर। आपने सर इतना साल में कंपनी कहाँ थी और कहाँ पहुंचा दी सर, और कंपनी को बहुत नीटली चला रहे हो सर। शेयर होल्डर का हमेशा आपने इसको ख्याल रखा है सर। शेयर होल्डर को अच्छा डिविडेंड इतना सालों से दिया है सर, बहुत अच्छा डिविडेंड दिया है, और हमेशा कंपनी को अव्वल नंबर पर आप पहुंचाते रहे, और भी अव्वल नंबर पर कंपनी पहुंचेगी। अब मेरा आत्मविश्वास है सर, और गुड रिटर्न दिया है सर। सर खाली बोनस के बारे में मैं कहूंगा कि आपने बोनस के लिए क्या सोचा है सर? अभी तो 75 ईयर्स भी हो गया है सर, तो जरूर एक दो साल में सर बोनस तो अच्छा बोनस डिक्लेयर करने की मेरी हार्टली रिक्वेस्ट है आपको सर। बाकी तो सर मैं आपको चेयरमैन सर, आपको एमडी सर और पूरे बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर और कंपनी के सभी छोटे बड़े एम्प्लॉइज का बहुत बहुत आभार मानता हूँ, और कंपनी बहुत आगे बढ़े सर, दिन दोगुनी रात चौगुनी आगे बढ़े, मैं ईश्वर भगवान को प्रार्थना करता हूँ सर। सर सीएसआर एक्टिविटी भी बहुत अच्छी चल रही है, बहुत व्यवस्थित आप सीएसआर एक्टिविटी चला रहे हो, एक मानवता का कार्य है, तो मैं सर बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ सीएसआर एक्टिविटी के बारे में। और सर सारे अवार्ड्स के लिए भी मैं बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ, बहुत अच्छे अपन ने लिए अपनी कंपनी ने, तो बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ सर। और सर कंपनी सेक्रेटरी जय मुरुगन सर और उनकी टीम के सर अपने सलोनी जी, जय भाई, साहिल जी और पूरी टीम को बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ सर। बहुत हार्ड वर्किंग टीम है सर, बहुत शेयर होल्डर का ख्याल रखते हैं सर, शेयर होल्डर का हमेशा रिस्पेक्ट देते हैं, कोई क्वेरी है तो सर सोल्व करते हैं वो लोग। और अभी आज भी एजीएम के लिए भी आपका ज्वाइंट हुआ नहीं हुआ, ये सब बात में वो बहुत ख्याल रख के फोन करके पूछते, बहुत हार्ड वर्किंग सर टीम है वो, पूरी सीएस टीम का मैं बहुत बहुत आभारी हूँ सर, बहुत धन्यवाद मानता हूँ सर। और सर फैक्ट्री विजिट आपने कितना सालों से नहीं कराई है, तो जरूर आप खंडाला प्लांट तो नजीक है, तो जरूर शेयर होल्डर को एक बार फैक्ट्री विजिट कराइए सर। अभी 75 ईयर्स हो गए हैं, तो जरूर फैक्ट्री विजिट कराने की मेरी हार्टली रिक्वेस्ट है सर। और सर फेस टू फेस अपन मिलेंगे तो एक आत्मीयता का बढ़ होगा सर। तो सर कोरोना का भी गवर्नमेंट भी बोला है कि आप कर सकते हो फिजिकल, और नहीं तो बाहर गाँव के शेयर होल्डर के लिए सर हाइब्रिड कीजिए, तो फेस टू फेस मिलेंगे, आप एक आत्मीयता का बढ़ेगा, और बाहर गाँव के शेयर होल्डर हाइब्रिड कीजिए, वो भी ज्वाइन कर सकेंगे सर। तो नेक्स्ट ईयर जरूर सर फेस टू फेस रखने की मेरी आग्रह भरी विनंती है। और आने वाले गणेश चतुर्थी, दीपावली, सारे त्योहारों की मैं बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ। आपकी सबकी हित अच्छी रहे सर, और कंपनी अपनी बहुत आगे बढ़े, भगवान ईश्वर को प्रार्थना है, और सारे रिजोल्यूशन में सर मेरा पूरा सपोर्ट है सर। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर। जय श्री कृष्ण सर। जय हिंद। सीता क्या बोल रही है सर?
Hello. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Please speak.
Thank you, sir. माननीय चेयरमैन सर श्री दीपक जी, एमडी सीईओ श्री अमित जी, श्री अश्विन भाई और अन्य मान्यवर डायरेक्टर, सर मैं बम्बई से स्मिता शाह बात करती हूँ। सर कंपनी का एक्सेलेंट परफॉर्मेंस एंड सो मेनी अवार्ड्स के लिए आप सभी को बहुत बहुत बधाई हो सर। और स्टैंडलोन और कंसोलिडेटेड दोनों में आपका 10 साल के कंपेयर में 22-23 में आपने जो इंक्रीजमेंट बढ़ाया है, बहुत अच्छी बात है। और आज आपने 75th एजीएम भी पार तो कर दी है, लेकिन सर वो भी वीसी थ्रू है, तो सर ना तो आज अभी तक आपने कोई गेट टुगेदर किया है, ना तो कोई फिजिकल एजीएम है, तो सर फिजिकल एजीएम तो होनी जरूरी है सर। तो नेक्स्ट ईयर फिजिकल एजीएम जरूर करें, तो सर ताकि आपके साथ एक रूबरू मिलने का मौका मिले। बाकी तो आपने शेयर होल्डर का ख्याल रखकर बढ़िया डिविडेंड जो दिया है, तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। और आज अपनी कंपनी, सालों पुरानी कंपनी का नाम वर्ल्ड में मशहूर बनाया है। आपकी लीडरशिप में एमडी श्री अमित जी, अश्विन भाई और पूरी टीम का सहयोग रहा है। छोटे बड़े सभी एम्प्लॉइज, वर्कर्स सभी का भी हार्डवर्क जो रहा है, सो कंपनी में आज 4 चांद लग गए हैं। और सर आपने जो कस्टमर की संख्या बढ़ाने और मार्केट
Ms. Shah, there is a network issue at your residence. Can you please repeat again?
Okay, 1 minute. Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We can hear you now, ma'am. Please continue.
हाँ. ओके. सर, आज अपनी कंपनी जो सालों पुरानी कंपनी का नाम वर्ल्ड में मशहूर बनाया है सर, आपकी लीडरशिप, एमडी श्री अमित जी, अश्विन भाई, पूरी टीम का सहयोग रहा है. छोटे बड़े एम्प्लॉइज, वर्कर सभी का हार्डवर्क आज कंपनी में 4 चांद लगा दिए है. और सर, आपने जो कस्टमरों की संख्या बढ़ाने और मार्केट से कुछ और भी चौगुना पॉजिटिव प्रतिशत मिलने के लिए आपने कुछ अच्छा प्लान बनाया है क्या? एटलीस्ट 3 साल के फ्यूचर प्लान मुझे बताइए सर. और आप सभी का तो हार्डवर्क, मेहनत है ही, और ऑलवेज आप कंपनी को चौगुनी तरक्की के साथ आगे बढ़ाते रहे हो, डिविडेंड भी बढ़ाते रहे हो. तो मैं आशा के साथ ईश्वर से प्रार्थना करती हूँ और मेरी हार्टली शुभकामना भी फ्यूचर्स में देती हूँ कि कंपनी दिन दोगुनी, 4 चौगुनी और अच्छी प्रगति के साथ, तरक्की के साथ आगे बढ़े, साथ में डिविडेंड भी बढ़ाते रहे. ये मेरी हार्दिक शुभकामना. और सर, हमें बैलेंस शीट इन टाइम मिली. आपकी फिजिकल कॉपी एज पर रिक्वेस्ट मुझे मिली है. बैलेंस शीट में आपने पूरी इंफॉर्मेशन, CSR एक्टिविटीज, प्रोडक्ट्स के जो फोटोज और 10 इयर्स का हाइलाइट्स और आप सभी के भी फोटोज सर बहुत बढ़िया, जो बैलेंस शीट में बहुत अच्छी शोभा दे रही है सर. सर, मैं जानना चाहूंगी कि ये बहुत हेवी बैलेंस शीट है सर, तो इसकी ईच बैलेंस शीट कॉस्ट कितनी रहेगी और आपने कितनी कॉपी छपवाई है? बाकी तो सर, हमें आपके CS टीम से अपने जो बच्चे साहिल, जय बहुत अच्छा हमें हेल्प कर रहे हैं सर. अभी भी मीटिंग के साथ हमारे साथ जुड़े रहे तो काफी सारा हमें जो हेल्प कर रहे हैं, तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, ताकि हमें भी कोई तकलीफ नहीं हो रही है आपसे बात करने की. तो मैं उन सभी की सराहना करते हुए मैं धन्यवाद करती हूँ. और साथ में मुरुगन जी, सलोनी, उन सबका भी मैं उनका भी सहयोग जो रहा है, तो मैं उन सबका भी मैं आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ. लेकिन सर, ये 4 साल से VC थ्रू हम मिल रहे हैं, तो हम 4 साल में एक बार ही मिल रहे हैं. तो सर, कोई क्वेरी है, एटलीस्ट मैं मुरुगन जी को मैं एक रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ कि एटलीस्ट एक कॉल करके भी हमें थोड़ा पूछ लीजिए तो अच्छा लगता है. बहुत सारी कंपनियां मतलब पूछती है, जो मेन कंपनी सेक्रेटरी रहते हैं, तो आपको रिपोर्ट मिला कि नहीं, आपको कुछ क्वेरी है क्या सर? तो थोड़ा हमें भी अच्छा लगेगा. आप 4 साल से तो मिल तो नहीं रहे हो, तो एटलीस्ट फोन करके बात करते हो तो भी अच्छा लगता है. तो एटलीस्ट मुरुगन जी, आपसे मेरी एक हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट है कि ये जरा बात करते तो अच्छा रहता था. बाकी तो आपका और पूरी सेक्रेटरी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देती हूँ. आपका सहयोग बहुत अच्छा है. और सर, नेक्स्ट मैं आशा करती हूँ कि नेक्स्ट की AGM में हम फिजिकल में ही हम रहेंगे साथ साथ. तब तक आप सभी रहे गुड हेल्थ वेल के साथ, और हमारा हरदम सपोर्ट भी रहेगा आपके साथ. और आज के सभी रिजोल्यूशन में मैं फुल्ली सपोर्ट करते हुए मैं बस आशा करती हूँ, बस नेक्स्ट ईयर हम फिजिकल में रहेंगे और आने वाले सभी त्योहारों की मैं शुभकामना करते हुए धन्यवाद करती हूँ. थैंक यू.
Thank you, ma'am. I now invite Mr. Dharav Jamadar to speak.
Good morning and greetings of the day to the respected chairman and to all the board members. My name is Dr. Dharav Jamadar. I am a proud shareholder and a customer from Surat, Gujarat. I would like to congratulate each and every stakeholder of the company on performing tremendously well, outperforming the peers and posting robust and impeccable numbers both on Q-on-Q and YOY basis in such a volatile environment. Sir, like every year, it is an honor and a memorable moment to get an opportunity to have an insightful conversation with you on different aspects and attend such AGM. I would also like to bring to your notice and acknowledge and appreciate the services of Corporate Secretarial Department, particularly of Mr. Sahil Makkar, which my fellow shareholders also said. Some of my questions which I would like to, which I would request you to address are, first, how much has falling crude price helped the company in improving the profitability and its margin? Second, coping up with the competition in the core segment has been done quite elegantly. But is my company facing any major challenges in any other non-core segments? What are the steps taken to translate the same success story in other non-core segments also? Third, delay in monsoon, rising inflation rate, and lower spending in rural area of India is posing some stiff resistance to the profits of our company. How is the company planning to manage it? Fourth, what is the company's outlook on the international markets wherein we are exporting? Fifth, can we expect a new non-core segment our company is exploring and going to enter in this particular fiscal year? Sixth, in the last couple of years, our company is developing technology of depending low on raw materials, particularly like crude oil, which is highly volatile, and depending more on raw material like water to bring down the uncertainty and the cost. So how is that development going on, and how much scalability has already been employed in manufacturing the paint? Seventh, what steps has my company taken for wellness of its employees in the last fiscal year? I would also like to thank the management on answering each and every question via mail, and seldom does any management do so. So, sir, thank you very much for addressing each and every questions. Thank you.
Thank you. I now invite Mr. Praful Chowda to speak, please.
हेलो सर.
Yes, sir.
गुड मॉर्निंग चेयरमैन सर, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स. मेरे साथी शेयरहोल्डर बहुत सारे प्रश्न पूछ लिए, इसमें मेरे भी थोड़े पूछने का था, वो भी चला गया. ठीक है, मैं कुछ अलग बात कहना चाहूँगा. फर्स्ट तो आपका जो एजीएम में फर्स्ट टाइम कर रहा हूँ, और कंपनी का नाम है एशियन पेंट्स, कलर की कंपनी है, और एजीएम भी कलरफुल दिखा. जो चेयरमैन स्पीच के टाइम पे जो बैकग्राउंड चेंज होते जाता था, बहुत वंडरफुल सर. बहुत अच्छा इंटरेस्ट से आप एजीएम बनाए. इसके साथ साथ सेक्रेटरीट डिपार्टमेंट में जो सपोर्ट करे और मुझे फ़ोन किया, और अभी एक इंडिया में मैं मानता हूँ कि फर्स्ट टाइम व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप बनाया हमने स्पीकरों का, और वहाँ डायरेक्शन देते गए. मुझे तो ऐसा मालूम हो रहा है कि जो लेडीज़ मुझे 2-3 बार फ़ोन किया, वो हमारी ग्रैंड मदर है, ग्रैंड सन है, डॉटर से. मेरी पोती है, मेरी दादी है, वो समझ में नहीं आता है, इस तरह मेरे से बात करे, बहुत अच्छा दिखा. और इस तरह कंपनी के स्टाफ शेयरहोल्डर से बात करते रहेंगे, अच्छा देंगे. सर, टीवी, पेपर और फेस्टिवल के टाइम पे सिटी में सब जगह पे एशियन पेंट्स के बहुत सारे डिस्प्ले लग जाते हैं, तो मालूम पड़ता है कि कुछ फेस्टिवल आ रहा है. फेस्टिवल हिंदू का हो, मुस्लिम का हो, क्रिश्चियन लोगों का, किसका भी हो, पर कंपनी सेल करने के लिए, अपना प्रोडक्ट बेचने के लिए जो हार्डवर्क करती है, और डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर को, छोटे छोटे दुकान वाले को जो सपोर्ट करती है और इसको बोलती है, इसे अपना रिजल्ट पे दिखता है कि कंपनी सेल करने के लिए आगे है. पर जो अभी बोले चेयरमैन सर के 22 न्यू प्रोडक्ट्स आ रहे, जनरली सर जो दुकान वाले हैं वो जिसके में ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट होता है ना, वो सेल कर देते हैं, तो खरीदने वाले को पता नहीं चलता है कि कौन सी चीज़ किधर यूज़ करना, कैसा यूज़ करना. तो इसके लिए कुछ कंपनी टोल फ्री नंबर बताना चाहिए, और यूज़ करने से पहले वहाँ से डायरेक्शन लेना चाहिए. तो आपका कोई स्पेशलिस्ट है, वो बताएंगे कि ये प्रोडक्ट ये चीज़ में यूज़ करो, पर किस तरह यूज़ करना. इसमें ऑयल पेंट है तो इसमें कितना क्या मिक्स करना चाहिए, वाटर पेंट है तो इसमें कितना पानी यूज करना चाहिए. इसके लिए कुछ डायरेक्शन, सही डायरेक्शन रहा तो अपनी कंपनी का रिजल्ट बेस्ट से बेस्ट आए. सर, कंपनी का एक बात मैं एक भी कहना चाहता हूँ कि इतना बड़ा पब्लिसिटी होती है, पर आप लोग समझते हैं कि कंपनी का जो बड़े बड़े एक्टर्स लेंगे, फिल्मी कलाकार लेंगे, तो प्रोडक्ट ज़्यादा सेल होगा, तो मैं ये नहीं मानता हूँ सर. तो मैं बहुत देखा हूँ कि कंपनी का प्रोडक्ट अच्छा है, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर सब मेहनत करते हैं तो होता है. तो जो पैसे अपने बड़े बड़े फिल्मी कलाकारों को देते हैं, इसके बदले दूसरी जगह पे यूज करके छोटे लोगों से कार्टून द्वारा भी पब्लिसिटी करेंगे, तो अपना ढेर सारे पैसे बचाएंगे. सर, डुप्लीकेट माल भी बाजार में आता है. जो बड़ी कंपनी बन जाती है, जिसका प्रोडक्ट बिकता है, इसका डुप्लीकेट प्रोडक्ट भी मार्केट में बिकना शुरू हो जाता है. तो अब डुप्लीकेट माल पकड़ने के लिए, डुप्लीकेट किधर मिलता है देखने के लिए, आप लोग विजिलेंस ब्रांच या आपका विजिट डिपार्टमेंट कुछ है कि नहीं है, इसके बारे में बताएंगे. और मैं मानता हूँ कि आपका पूरे के पूरे जितने आपके पैकिंग के कार्टून आते हैं, इसके ऊपर विजिलेंस ब्रांच का रिमूव देना चाहिए, ताकि किसी को ऐसा महसूस हो कि सर अपना पैकिंग जो होता है, कलर का पैकिंग वेरी गुड सर, प्योर में कलर चला जाता है, पर जो बाकिट लेके आता है हम, वो बाकिट नहीं टूटता है, वो सालों साल चलता है। जो अपना पैकिंग मटेरियल जो लोग सप्लाई करते हैं, वो मुझे कुछ जानकारी मिली कि हमारे हैदराबाद की कंपनी मोल्टेक प्लास्टिक का भी आप प्रोडक्ट्स लेते हैं, तो वेरी गुड सर। इससे तो मैं बहुत खुश हुआ हूँ कि हमारे जो आपका प्रोडक्ट यूज करने के बाद इसका पैकिंग का भी हम सालों साल यूज करते हैं, तो पैकिंग के लिए आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। खास तौर पे CSR में सर 75 के ऊपर कंपनी का हो गया, कंपनी बहुत हेल्प करती है, कंपनी लोग के हिसाब से हेल्प करती है, पर देखा कि कंपनी ऐसे प्लेयर को भी हेल्प करे, ऐसे प्लेयर को ढूंढे कि वो वर्ल्ड कप में या कोई भी गेम में, वर्ल्ड में कोई भी गेम हो, इसमें गोल्डन सिल्वर या कोई भी मेडल लेके आए और अपने बोल सकते हैं कि एशियन पेंट्स ने इसके बच्चे को हेल्प किए थे और ये प्लेयर आगे जाके अपने लिए गोल्ड मेडल सिल्वर मेडल लेके आए। इसके अलावा जो अपना स्कूल भी चलाते हैं सर, तो मेरा बोलने का है कि स्कूल में भी अपने को हिंदू के हिसाब से गीता, महाभारत, रामायण का भी एजुकेशन देना चाहिए, अच्छे संस्कार देना चाहिए। और आजकल एजुकेशन ले लेते हैं, जॉब नहीं मिलता है सर, आदमी फिरता है, गवर्नमेंट को गाली देता है, किधर किधर गाली देता है कि जॉब नहीं मिल रहा, जॉब नहीं मिल रहा। तो स्कूल के टाइम पे इसको ऐसा भी एजुकेशन दे, टेक्निकल एजुकेशन, इसको टीवी रिपेयर करने को आता है, फ्रिज रिपेयर करने को आता है, ऐसा छोटी छोटी जो आइटम है रिपेयर करना, प्लम्बर होना, ऐसा भी इसको एजुकेशन देना चाहिए, ताकि वो बाहर निकल के इसको नौकरी नहीं मिले तो भी इसका घर का खर्चा या खुद का खर्चा निकालने के लिए ऐसा भी कुछ कर सकते हैं कि टेक्निकल ज्ञान इसका जरूरी है और खुद का भी कुछ कर सकते हैं सर। CSR में जो शहीद हुए जवान है, इसको आप क्या हेल्प करते हो? शहीद हुए जवान के बच्चों को आप क्या हेल्प करते हो? इसके पढ़ाई लिखाई, एजुकेशन देना, इसके बारे में आप क्या सोचते हैं, इसके बारे में बताएंगे। और लास्ट में सर CSR में एक ही बात कहना चाहता हूँ कि आज लव जिहाद का नाम पे चल रहा है, कंपनी में कोई ऐसा किस्सा न बने, इसके लिए लेडीज़ के लिए आप क्या कर रहे हैं? जो यंग जनरेशन लेडीज़ है, इसको कोई फंसा देते हैं, इसके टुकड़े कर देते हैं, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। इसके लिए भी आप एक विजिलेंस ग्रुप बनाइए और ऐसे लोगों को कंपनी में पकड़ के पहले से पकड़ लो ताकि नुकसान न हो। धन्यवाद सर।
Thank you, sir. I now invite Mr. Sunil Kumar Modak to speak.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir. We are able to hear you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. শুভ দুপুর, আমি কলকাতা থেকে এই ভিডিও কনফারেন্সে যোগদান করছি এবং সবাইকে শুভ দুপুর জানালাম। আমার নাম সুনীল কুমার মোদক। রেসপেক্টেড চেয়ারম্যান, বোর্ড অফ ডিরেক্টরস, company secretary, managing director, and my fellow shareholders. Sunil Modak from Calcutta, my residence, is joining this meeting. Sir, ours is a best leading #1 paint company in our country. Proud to be a member, shareholder of such esteemed company, and like to thank management and secretarial department to give an opportunity to speak on the 77th AGM, providing all necessary help as and when required, and also a hard copy provided on request. Sir, very good demonstration, chairman's speech. Very good, very attractive, very informative, very impressive. बहुत अच्छा लगा है. Excellent result by our company. Under your able guidance and control, our company made a brilliant result this financial year. Sir, what is your CapEx program and roadmap for next 2 years? CSR activities is very good. Sir, cancer is nowadays a threatening and alarming to our society. Do something for the cancer victims as a part of your CSR activities. Sir, I want to know our employee strength and male-female ratio. Are there any specially challenged people in our workforce? And if yes, how many? Sir, new employment you provided this financial year and coming year you like to add, please mention. Sir, make it convenient to make a get-together among the shareholder zone-wise, so the shareholders could meet you from time to time. Sir, do arrange a planned visit if possible, as we eager to see our sophisticated plans. I have casted e-voting, supporting all resolutions in favor of the company, and also my family members do this e-voting. With this, I conclude and hope we will meet next year with good results. Thank you very much for patient hearing. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Mr. Aloysius Peter Mascarenhas to speak, please.
Mr. Mascarenhas, we request you to please unmute your mic. No, sir, we can't hear you yet. Please unmute your microphone. So please press OK on your screen. We have sent you a prompt.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Respected Chairman, sir, very distinguished members of the board, and my fellow shareholders. Good afternoon to you all. My name is Aloysius Mascarenhas. At the outset, I thank the management, company secretary, and the team for sending me the e-balance sheet. Though I wanted a physical copy because of my age 75, it's difficult to see the e-balance sheet. Anyway, the chairman has beautifully presented in his speech the highlights of our company, all the parameters, financial parameters, and our product which has gone round the world. And I'm happy to note that we are doing extremely well. Our PBT, PAT has gone up, and so also are our dividend. As compared to last year, this year you have declared a very good dividend of rupees 25.65 versus 19.75 last year, a growth of 34%. The dividend payout also has increased by 60%. Very good. Now, my humble question, being the 77th year, most of the company declare bonus in the 75th year. We have not done so. So hopefully we are looking forward for a bonus. When was the last bonus declared? And I would also like to know, being a paint company, a very competitive company, who are our peers and competitors, and what is our market share? Also, I would like to know whether we export to various countries of the world. So I would like to know which countries. Why I ask this question is the rupee-dollar fluctuation, the rising dollar against the falling rupee. If we are an export company, we stand to gain by dollar terms. So I would like to know what is the revenue our company has generated by exporting. And I am happy to know that 50 more stores have been established in the country, and we are into renewable energy, and also ESG rating. ESG platform has been done. Sir, I would also, somebody had pointed out that about the unpaid dividend and unpaid shares is very heartening, because this is a hard-earned money of the shareholders. So many companies send reminders to those who have not got their dividend. I would like that the company sends the dividend warrants across to the registered address and see that the dividend and the shares are given in the hands of the shareholders. Nothing more to add, because most of the questions have been asked by my predecessor shareholders. I would also join with them for a factory visit, because seeing is believing. Rest, I don't want to speak. I would give the chance to others to speak. So with this, I end my speech, wishing you personally, all the board members, and more importantly, all the employees, all the very best in the days and years to come. With this, sir, thank you very much for patient hearing. God bless you, our board and employees and our company. Thank you very much for patient hearing. Thank you.
Chairman, sir, we request you to please take over.
I want to thank you all for your participation and for your constructive suggestions and comments. With reference to questions on rewarding shareholders, we believe in a combination of both long-term as well as short-term returns to the shareholders. The dividend payout has increased consistently over the years. Apart from this, we will continue to evaluate all other means, including bonus and rights issues, to reward the shareholders in future. On the area of new competition emerging in the paint industry, while your company will watch out for the strategies adopted by the new competition, we will continue to focus on our core strengths. We will work on expanding our scale through newer value propositions and look at making our products accessible to larger part of the market. However, even today, the per capita paint consumption in India is much lower as compared to some of the other comparable markets, and hence the market offers strong growth potential for everyone to grow. We are confident of retaining our leadership through our customer-first innovative approach. On the question regarding our home decor plans, the company intends to transition from share of surface to share of space and enable it to play a larger part in the customer's life cycle of home makeover. The home decor business today makes up about 4% of the decorative business revenues, and our plan is to grow this to about 8 to 10% over the next 3 to 4 years by continuously looking on expanding its home decor product and service portfolio. With reference to the question on investment in backward integration areas, all these investments will support in the longer term growth objective to the company and also help us support our margins in the emerging competitive landscape by helping us to improve on the raw material cost as well as sourcing. As far as investing in Northeast, we would like to highlight that the company is undertaking various brownfield expansions in its current manufacturing plants, as well as looking at new greenfield plant in Madhya Pradesh. We will evaluate further capacity requirements in other parts of the country, including the Northeast, depending on how various regional demand and supply gaps emerge in future. With respect to falling crude prices, crude-based derivative is one of the key raw material categories that we consume in paint manufacturing. Over the last 2 quarters, we have seen reduction in the prices of many key raw materials, including crude derivatives. This has helped in improving the gross margins by almost 6 to 6.5% in the second half of the year. Monsoon is very critical for a strong rural consumption demand to sustain, and hence the company is watching out for the progress of the monsoons in the next couple of months. From our side, we continue to support the demand from rural areas by continuously looking at expanding our distribution reach, as well as bringing out innovative new products in the economy price range. While the company has a very strong balance sheet and can raise resources whenever required, the company's philosophy is to retain adequate and sufficient funds on the balance sheet to pursue any opportunities that can emerge in terms of new investments to further the strengthens company's standing in the marketplace. The increase in borrowings in standalone balance sheet is on account of interest-free loans from the government of Karnataka as part of the industrial promotion scheme for setting up Mysuru plant. At a consolidated level, the increase in borrowings is due to increased working capital requirements in some of our international subsidiaries, and also towards fresh investments made to support operations in Indonesia. With respect to the query on BRSR, last year the company had published BRSR voluntarily. The company has this year published the report on standalone basis. We will endeavor to include our subsidiaries and report BRSR on consolidated basis in the coming years. Dear members, while we have endeavored to respond to all the queries raised by you during this meeting, and also which were sent to us in advance, in case any of them have remained unanswered, the company secretary will suitably respond to you post this AGM. Members may note that the voting on the NSDL platform will continue to be available for the next 15 minutes. Therefore, members who have not cast their vote yet are requested to do so. The resolutions as set forth in the notice shall be deemed to be passed today, subject to receipt of requisite number of votes. We had 150 plus members participating today in this 77th annual general meeting. We are grateful to all our shareholders from all over the world who joined this meeting through video conference. Friends, with that, I conclude today's proceedings. Thank you all for making it convenient to attend this meeting. We look forward to seeing you again next year. Be safe, be healthy.